Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss about the sum problem. First of all, depend on the calculate the radius of orbitals and velocity of electron that revolve around the nucleus. Here are two problems. First problem, using known value of hydrogen atom, calculate the radius of third orbit for lithium plus 2. Here radius of nth. Now radius of nth orbit Rn equal to 0.529 into n square by z. That value will be comes in angstrom. Now here, using known value of hydrogen atom, calculate radius of third orbit. n equal to third. For lithium atomic number of lithium, Z equal to 3, hydrogen, helium, lithium, Z equal to 3, so that radius R3 equal to 0.529 into n square, 3 का square divided by 3, so that here 0.529 into 3 into 3 only 3, so that 3 9 27 का 7 से 2 3 6 2 8 3 15 1.587 angstrom. This is the radius of third orbit of for lithium. Now second problem here. Second problem, using known value of hydrogen atom, calculate the speed of fourth orbit of helium atom. Now velocity of electron, calculate speed of electron. Speed of electron equal to 2.19 into 10 to the power 6, 2.19 into 10 to the power 6 into z by n meter per second. This is the formula to calculate the speed of electrons. Now here, using known value of hydrogen atom, speed of electron fourth orbit. Here n equal to z equal to 2, fourth orbit of a hydrogen helium, so that z is equal to 2 for the helium and fourth orbit n equal to 4. Putting this here, speed Vm equal to 2.19 into 10 to the power 6 into z is equal to 2 by 4. This can be written as 2.19 into 10 to the power 6, and this can 2 into 1 by 2. This is 1 and 0, 2, 9 and 5. Here 1.095 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. This is the speed of electrons in the fourth orbit Now, now we calculate the energy of Bohr orbit. Now, energy of Bohr orbit. This electron revolve around the nucleus in a circular path. This is orbit, and if let us energy of this orbit is E1 and this is E2, and energy of E2 is greater than energy of E1, then delta E equal to E2 minus E1. Energy of the electron cannot change gradually or continuously, but change absolutely as the electron jump from one energy level to another and not in any value. इसका कहने का मतलब कि इलेक्ट्रॉन जो है, इलेक्ट्रॉन जब इलेक्ट्रॉन बराबर ऊर्जा रिलीज नहीं करता है, बल्कि जो है इलेक्ट्रॉन जो है एक ऑर्बिट से दूसरे ऑर्बिट में जब जंप करता है तो एक निश्चित एनर्जी जो है निकलती है. दिस एक्सप्लेन द फैक्ट दैट एटॉमिक स्पेक्ट्रा आर डिसकंटिन्यूटी. दिस फैक्ट शो दैट द एटॉमिक स्पेक्ट्रा जो है, वी गेट द एटॉमिक स्पेक्ट्रा दैट इज discontinuous, not continuous. Now total energy of the Bohr orbit electron, total energy of Bohr orbit electron, this electron revolve around this orbit, so that total energy of this orbit electron equal to kinetic energy due to motion of electron. Electron revolve around the nucleus, so that kinetic energy produced, and positive and electron negative, that is potential energy due to electrostatic attraction between electron and nucleus, so that half mv n square, n is the nth orbit, 2 1 2 3 and so on, and q1 q2 by rn. This is a potential energy K charge on nucleus Zt and electron E by R, so that K Zt square by R. This show the negative. It means that it is attractive to each other, and we know that mv square by R K Zt by R square, and so that here mv square equal to 1 mv square equal to 1 by 2 kZd by this, putting this 1 by 2 kZd by R, because R and R, 1R is cancelled here, and mv square kZd square by R here, half kZd square by R, and this is a half and this is a full, so that half kZd square by R, and putting the value of R equal to n square h square by 4 pi square m z square k, and here, and this is minus 2 to the power 2 here, pi square, and m k square e to the power 4 z square by n square h square. This is a constant quantity, and putting the value of constant quantity, we get 21.8 into 10 to the power minus 19 z square by n square joule prati atom, and it is convert that total energy equal to minus 13.6 into z square by n square electron volt per atom. It is applicable for only hydrogen atoms. Here z is equal to 1 and n is equal to 1 2 3 4, that is a number of orbit, and here now we put in this case for the hydrogen z and n, we get the total energy of the first, second, third and so on Bohr orbit. Now This is the energy of the orbit. This is first orbit, second orbit, third orbit, fourth orbit, fifth orbit. For the hydrogen atom, energy of electron in different orbit here. First orbit here 13.6 electron volt, second orbit 3.4 electron volt, third orbit 1.51 electron volt, fourth orbit this and fifth orbit this. This is the part. Now this electron jump from this, if gets energy 10.2 electron volt, this and this get 1.89 electron volt. It means that if electron jump from comes to here, इतने electron volt energy release, and fourth orbit to third orbit इतने electron volt energy release. As you know that if the energy take up of any electron of the orbit outer source, then it jump to higher energy level and stay here 10 to the power minus 8 seconds. After that, when return to back to release the radiations spectra, that spectra is not continuous, that is discontinuous, and form of energy release in packet, that is a quanta. And now here one problem in hydrogen atom, electron is excited from 3 energy level to 4 energy level. What will be the observed lambda? 3 energy level to 4 energy level. It means that if electron comes from 4 energy level to 3 energy level, this is 0.66 electron volt release. 4 to 3 itna electron volt release, and that is 1240 by lambda. Lambda is nanometer. In 1 nanometer equal to 10 to the power 9 meter. 1 nanometer equal to 10 to the power minus. Here now lambda equal to this, lambda equal to 1240 by delta E. Delta is comes here. This is a delta E, E4 minus E3. Now this divided 1078.7 nanometer. This is our answer. Success of Bohr models. Now Rutherford models. After that Bohr models. That Bohr model it explains the stability of an atom. Bohr model explains the stability of atoms, and it explains successfully the atomic structure of hydrogen atom. And now it was successful in calculating the energy of electron in the particular hydrogen atom. This is true for the hydrogen atom. Now we calculate the total number of spectral line of hydrogen atoms. Here now total number of spectral line is given by n2 minus n1 and n2 minus n1 plus 1. Here n2 is greater than n1 because n2 is the outer orbit in comparison to the n1 is inner orbit, so that n1 is ground state, then n2 is excited state, so that let us delta m equal to n2 minus n1. Total number of spectral line equal to delta n plus 1 by 2. Here one problem calculate the total number of spectrum line of 6 excited state to second energy level. N2 is the here excited state 6 and N1 is the N1 is the energy level. So ground energy level, so that delta n is equal to n2 minus n1, 6 minus 2 equal to 4. So that total spectral line with the help of this formula delta n plus 1 4 plus 1, that is 4 plus 1 5 and 2 to the 5 to the 10. We get the 10 spectral line between the spectral line of 6 excited states to the second ground level. Now with electron revolve around the nucleus in the orbit, the time period is calculated, time period 2 pi r by Vn. Vn and Rn means nth orbit, first, second, third, fourth and so on. That is a electron revolve around the nucleus in the circular path, so that is circumference of the orbit, and this is the velocity of electron, and distance by velocity, that is known as time period, duri by Charles, and we put the value of Rn and Vn after calculating. This is comes n cube h cube divided by 4 pi square m z square e to power 4 into k square. Here n and z are the variable quantity and rest are the constant quantity. This is a constant quantity. Putting the value of this, we get 1.52 into 10 to the power minus 16 n cube by z square इतना second. The time period of electrons in which the electron revolve around the nucleus in a particular orbit, that time will be this. We put the value of n and z, we get the electrons, we get the time period of electrons that revolve around the orbit. Now we take a problem. Now calculate the ratio of time period of revolution in second Bohr orbit here of helium to third orbit of hydrogen. Now t equal to 1.52 into 10 to the power minus 16 n q by z square, where n is number of principal quantum number of orbit and z is the atomic number. Now for the helium time period here 1.52 into 10 to the power minus 16 helium. Here second Bohr orbit, n is equal to 2 to the power cube by helium, hydrogen, helium atomic number 2, so that 2 to the power 3 divided by 2 to the power 2, and hydrogen atoms, that is third orbit, n is equal to third to the power 3, and hydrogen atom atomic number 1 to the power 2, so that T helium divided by T hydrogen equal to this 2 to the power 3 divided by 2 to the power 2, simple set 2, that is here 2, and this is equal to 1, 3 to the power 3, here 3 to the power 3, 2 by 3 is 9, 3 27. This is our result. Now ionization energy, minimum amount of energy required to remove an electron permanently from the isolated gaseous atom to form isolated gaseous ion is called the ionization energy. Ionization energy is always positive and successive ionization energy always increases, so that here hydrogen atoms to remove electron form hydrogen ion, so that ionization energy for this is 21.8 into 10 to the power minus 90 joule. That is also calculate the formula total energy equal to minus 21.8 into 10 to the power minus 19 Z square divided by N square joule. For atom, here hydrogen atom, here helium convert to helium ion, remove one electron, so that we calculate the this energy equal to putting Z is equal to 2 and H is equal to 1, we get this energy. Now successive energy levels, for example, aluminum to eliminate one electron to form aluminum ion, further eliminate another electron to form Al plus 2 and another to remove one again electron to form Al aluminum 3 positive ions, so that ionization energy E1, E2 and E3. In this case, IE3 is greater than IE2, is also greater than IE1. It means that the outermost orbit has greater energy in comparison to the inner orbit. Now we study about the next. Now ionization potential, minimum potential applied to the hydrogen atom, remove an electron from isolated gaseous atoms. Now unit of the ionization potential is volt, and we know that W is equal to VQ. W is equal to QV. Q is the charge and V is the potential, and as we know that potential is W by Q, joule per coulomb. So that here Q charge is here electron, so that Q equal to E, and ionization potential is ionization energy divided by E, joule per coulomb. Now here for one electron species of energy of electron in the first orbit is 13.6 electron volt. Then what is its ionization potential? Now we know that total energy is here negative, so that this is a minus 13.6, that is 13.6 electron volt, so that ionization potential is this energy by ionization energy by electron E, and this divided by this and this remove, so that 13.6 joule per coulomb, and joule per coulomb is known as volt, so that 13.6 volt. Now bonding energy of electron, it is the energy released when electron and nucleus combine to form atoms. In this case, it is always negative, and hydrogen to attach electron, so that energy 10.6 electron volt, and bonding energy is equal to 13.6 electron volt, because bonding energy is always the negative, so that value of this is negative. And helium also attached to electron here, helium ion, and it releases 54.6 electron volt, so that bonding energy equal to negative sign 54.6 electron volt. Bonding energy and ionization energy both are equal, but it is it is the negative bonding energy is negative and ionization energy is positive in this case. And now we discuss the exciting energy. Now here, now excitation energy delta En2 minus En1 here, ionization energy and N2, this is the N2 and this is the N1, both are built here, so that Z square by N2 square is this is a positive, so that we take delta equal to ionization energy hydrogen Z square, and here 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square, this is delta E. Now photoelectric effect, emission of electron from the metal surface, this is a metal surface, and emission of electron from the metal surface when the light of suitable frequency subjected to the metal surface, the effect is known as photoelectric effect, and the ejected electron are known as photoelectrons. Now here HV is phi plus kinetic energy. Phi is the work function with the kinetic energy, so that E equal to H nu is known is energy of the, this is energy of photon, and energy of light is known as photon, and kinetic energy of this is a kinetic energy of electron, and phi is the work function of metal surface. Then phi is H nu, so that energy is H nu is equal to phi plus work function plus kinetic energy, so that kinetic energy equal to H nu minus phi, and phi work function it can be written as H nu 0, so that kinetic energy equal to H nu minus nu 0. This is a frequency. Also, if the m is the mass and v is the velocity of electron revolving in the orbit, so that kinetic energy equal to 2mv square, and this is also equal to, in form of this radiation H nu minus nu 0. Now we study about the threshold. Now threshold wavelength lambda 0, maximum value of wavelength that can cause the photo emissions. If lambda greater than lambda 0, then the photo emission is not possible. Now work function, it is the minimum amount of energy required to cause a photo emission from the metal surface. Here from the metal surface, also known as threshold energy or the bonding energy, W0 is equal to phi is equal to H nu. Now here stopping potential. Now stopping potential, amount of potential required to stop the fastest moving electron, or it is the minimum potential at which current becomes 0. Now H nu is equal to H nu 0, that is a work function, and kinetic energy, stopping potential, kinetic energy maximum H nu minus H nu 0. Here electron versus stopping potential H nu minus H nu 0, so that stopping potential Vs is equal to H nu by electron E and H nu 0 by E. With the help of this, we calculate the stopping potential. Now, intensity तीव्रता. Here, energy falling on the metal surface of unit area of unit time. Unit area and unit time, that is intensity. Energy falling on the metal surface, unit area and unit time is, and it is defined as I equal to E by AT, and E equal to H, NH nu. N is the number of orbits, H is constant, and this is the frequency. Now, photo intensity I denoted by IP, and number of photon falling on per unit area, per unit time. Here, per unit area and per unit time, that is a number of photon. This is known as photo intensity. And relation between intensity and photo intensity, as here with the help of this intensity and photo intensity, H by AT, so that I equal to IP and H nu. Photo intensity is independent on the frequency. Independent on the frequency, because here is frequency don't present, whereas intensity depends on the frequency. Here intensity depends on the frequency, and so on. Now, like, subscribe my videos and share with your friends. आप मेरे वीडियो को अवश्य सब्सक्राइब करें, ताकि जो है भविष्य में आने वाले हर वीडियो का नोटिफिकेशन आपको मिलता रहे, और अपने दोस्तों में भी शेयर करें, ताकि अधिक से अधिक इसका लाभ उठाया जा सके। थैंक यू।